Hey y'all. So we're gonna cover root rot, kind of the signals that you're gonna look for in your plant. And the reason why I wanted to cover this, I know that we already covered a little bit of this, but I am getting messages right now about plants and yellow spots and yellow leaves and yellow circles, or the underside of the leaves are turning yellow. So, and each one of those kind of represents something different. And so the big thing is if we're getting ready to go into time change. So when we go into time change, like our plants and watering is going to drastically change, or it's going to need to change if you haven't already. I think I said in one of my videos that my monsteras are taking like 2 weeks to dry completely out. And that's something that you're really going to have to pay attention to see humidity levels are down. We're probably only going to see anywhere from 8 to 9 hours of light, if that, for our plants. So watering as we were in the summer and the spring is going to be super hard on our plants, and then can cause root rot because they're sitting in the water for too long. So drying out is okay for certain plants, and the big thing you want to look out for is the signaling. So you could have yellow circular spots. You could have, like I said, yellowing at the base of the plant. You could have a full yellowing leaf. So full yellowing leaf usually means if it's down closer to the base of the plant, that one just usually means that the older leaves are dying as the plant continues to mature. The next thing it could be is if there's yellowing away from the base of the plant, that your plant is starting to abort the excess water, and it will lose a leaf or two to try to abort the water so it doesn't affect the whole plant. How cool is that? And then yellowing spots could mean that there's some fungal or root issues. So the first thing I'm going to ask you, usually if you message me, is what kind of lighting is it in? So is it in enough light to process the water? And that's not necessarily dealing with the wintertime. That's just like your everyday life for that plant. That's the first question I'm going to ask you. The second question I'm going to ask you is like, how often do you water? And then how long does it take for your plants to dry out? And that is the call to action that I'm going to ask everybody to start doing, is knowing how long it takes your plants to dry out is probably the key thing to supporting them through the winter. So that would be your goal for the next couple of weeks, just to see, because I think you're going to see, wow, like I didn't realize it was going to take my Monstera. I didn't know it was going to take my Dracaena that long to dry out. So pay attention to that, and that will help all of your plants as you go through the wintertime. So so I'm going to continue to do these videos, and I would love to hear if there's any sort of video that you would like to see, and anything topics wise we're going to discuss. Lives will happen. I'm pushing for next week, so I will be live instead of doing it this way, and you can ask questions and we can talk about whatever questions are coming up. Have some grace with me, just because I've never gone live before, but I am really excited because I could like talk everybody's ear off about plants. So I'm really excited to share the fun with discussing plants and discussing your questions. And next week. Can't wait. Okay. See y'all soon.